Hey guys, so I totally forgot to review this or tutorialize it or whatever it is. It's the Crafter's Companion new craft box for, I don't even know anymore. These are, if it's for the month of, December, was it for November? I get mine through HSN, which is an auto ship, so I don't have links for that. If I do have any links in the description box, they're normally affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. But, right now the craft boxes, you can find them lots of places. Crafter's Companion themselves have them. Scrapbook has them. Paper Wish, is that the other one? Here, Zulily gets them. I mean, they're all over the place now. Tuesday morning, but I do understand that Tuesday morning is not going to be carrying, I think, Crafter's Companion stuff anymore. And maybe that's because it's on Zulily. I have no idea. But that's a little thing I heard, so maybe you can check into that. But for this month, or I don't know, it's number 31. And like I said, I'll probably go to number 36. And then after that, with my auto ship, I'll just start purchasing them as I feel like. So just so that way I have the full 3 years and then we'll go from there. So this one's called Twirling Characters. I did an unboxing. I don't even think I put that. Actually, I didn't do an unboxing, did I? No, it's taped up. Okay, so I must have received it, showed it, but I didn't actually unbox it, which is odd. But really cute idea. Again, it's one of these twirling cards where you kind of have the string and you twirl it, twirl it, twirl it. So when the person opens it, it untwirls, right? So it looks fun. It looks like there's 4 images or 4 designs, and let's take a look. I cannot believe I haven't gotten to this because the holidays and everything came through and had other things to do. And in the mornings, a lot of times I'm making review videos for things that are going to come out in the future. So I had to spend time to do that, which means I didn't spend that time making a video for that day, and it makes it tough. But it's really fun, so I thank you guys. Any success I've had with any of those kind of things or review relationships, it's been because of you guys, and I really appreciate it, so thank you. So it does come with the baker's twine, which is really sweet. Usually you have to, have string of your own or something, but this is a little bit thicker, so I'll use it, but I'll probably go to string later just because I like it to be a little less obvious. But that's cool that it comes with that. The kit also has the self-adhesive dewdrops. Some of them are, oh, there he is. I'm like, some of them moved around, but that's happened sometimes. They like to migrate. I like this kind. The clear ones are so cute because it's just a little something, a little hint of something. Let me see. There should be 2 stamp sets, yeah, because it's 2 different characters, or 4 different characters, 2 sides on each. The front and the back of the little girl are here. The front and the back of the little boy. Little mermaid, super cute. The dolphin, adorable. And then all kinds of little accent pieces that would go along with, like, the dolphin and, go make some waves. Sending sunny smiles. And this one has like little balloons. It's like a little backpack, little camera. Oh, that's adorable. I love that. The little camera's so tiny. Okay, so then those are the stamp sets that go along with the dies that help you make your twirling cards. But let me check this out. Oh, that's cool. I just realized this is aperture of the heart. Let me see. And again, you can use any die you have. I think I did that one time on my own. I was like, oh, I'll just use this die. And it didn't quite work out for me, but you just have to kind of play with it if you have some other shape that you want. So we have the heart aperture or this little kind of scallop circle or oval. I would say where or what's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, is that, no, is that why? Interesting. I have to look at this a little bit closer. Hold on. I would say I have the feeling they have the same silhouette, so you use the same die for the boy or the girl because it's exactly the same like silhouette or edges, I guess, however you want to look at it. And then the dolphin and the mermaid are also basically the same, just the little hands are sticking out here, and this is like the fins are sticking out the dolphin's nose, so it's the same shape of the die. That's pretty smart. And then, oh, the balloon has it. Oh, good, because I was like, well, those are really tiny pieces. Maybe you can like layer them on or something, but they do have the dies for those small pieces and even for the little shells and stuff, so that's cool. Card blanks in different sizes. Oh, popped open on the side already, so I'll just, it looks like a 6x4, a 6x6, and a 5x7 card blank, and then the envelopes that go along with that. I think there's also a video out right now on this one that Sarah, or, the Crafter's Companion had put out, because I remember you guys mentioning that in one of their live videos. They went through the box and they obviously tutorialized it, so if you want to check those out. Again, the other videos are on crafterscompanionbox.com, and it always says that on the box here, so crafterscompanionbox.com. Really cute paper. I love the colorway here already. Oh, look at this one. It's a little sweetie one. Again, much color palette that I love. Sometimes they're kind of out there and it's like, okay, what's going on? Look at this one. Oh, So cute. Oh my goodness, I love cloud paper. Adorable, and a nice size for the size of the characters, so that's good. And then these are the regular, you know, background papers or whatever it is, you know, your paper. You know, again, not super cardstock weight, just more of a layering weight. But again, the palette's really pretty this time around, so I love that. Look at that. Okay, so I am going to pull some things together. Again, they don't come with instructions. You know, it's do what you like. There's pictures obviously on the box, and then again, there's the videos. So I'm gonna go through these things, pull out what I want to use, and we will get started. First thing I'm gonna do is stamp my images. What's funny is, like, I'm not super in the mood to color hair, and of course the one I picked, I'm going to do the mermaid, has the most hair, like, especially in the back of her head. Where is this? Here we go. I'll just use my Finesse alcohol-proof dye ink. Again, any hybrid ink works great, or any other ink that is alcohol-proof. Let me see if this is big enough. I don't know. To stamp that with... So funny, I just reached over to grab some scraps of paper or something I can use. This is the marker paper that I use, that's from Crafter's Companion. And this little scrap, I think, will hold both, so that's good. Okay, and then any other little things that we would like to use, I'll probably just go ahead and stamp a few of these little things. I might not use them, but at least we'll have them ready to go. So we want to stamp the front and the back of whatever characters that you want to use. And then I'm going to color them with my alcohol ink markers. And again, I'm not like the teacher on that to really, I just try. A lot of times I like using watercolor better just because it's just to lay down some color. It's not the biggest deal, and then it still looks really cute. So, but I'm going to use alcohol ink today. And so I'm going to stamp up these guys. I'll stamp up anything else I think would be great with it. And then I'll have them colored in when I come back. I just wasn't looking for coloring this morning. This is very not intensive. I made it really easy. So let me tell you the colors I used. So like for her body, I used the aqua blue blend, sorry. And I started with the lightest one, and I colored the whole thing in light just because. And then I took the darker color, and all I did was kind of dab on the top of her scales, just here and there, because it was just a lot, you know. And then I went with the medium one, did the same thing, just dabbing in the scales a little bit, and that's all. And then her little tail, I just did the light blue part. I just realized I didn't color her flowers. Oh, yay. Do I have a color here that works? Oh, or her starfish. Okay, so let's finish this up. Let's make her starfish. I suppose yellow, even though they're not yellow, are they? But that's okay. Oh, and then I have a purple here, so let's do that for her flowers. So, again, just that easy. I'm just adding a little color. I used the coral blend, which is really pretty for the shells and for these little shells. And then her shells on her little top. Really cute color. For her hair, I used the dark red blend, so that was those. For the rocks, I used the brown gray blend. These are the original tri-blend markers. I just used this green and light green blend, and to make it look like different colors of green, I only did the light and the medium shade on this, and I used the dark and the medium shade on this one, just so that they look a little different. What is this? The tan blend is what I used for her skin. Orange blend I used for the, or I guess clownfish. I don't know. I don't even, I was going to look it up, and I thought, you know, I'm not going to look it up, but I think he has more black than I did. So I did more orange than anything on him. And then right now I just use that citrus blend to do the little yellow there. And I will use the purple blend to do the flowers. And whenever I opened it, yeah, that looked dark. I was like, that can't be the lightest color. Oh my gosh. So I did this the other day. I forgot I pushed this really far back. So I need to bring that back out, but let's just quickly put down some color. Sorry, guys. Oh, on the back of her head too? Come on. All right. So I'm just doing this very, very quickly. Light color. They're so tiny. It's not the biggest deal. Dark color. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't even come back from that, but that's okay. Like, do another light coat. And then her hair. So there's different ways to do hair. There's flicking. There's, you know, just blending it in. So in the front, I start off with the flicking because, you know, it's easier to see her hair there. And I don't know why I put a little... Wouldn't that be also no color or no sun? I don't know. And on the back, I did the little ring. And they're very garish because the red, right? Super red. You can bring it up a little closer. You can even go ahead and bridge that gap between the two colors. But I'm going to leave it. What I'm saying is just very lightly flick the red, the lightest red back in there. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, I am done with that. So what we're gonna do is cut these pieces out, and then, hold on. I was just thinking, how does this cut this way? What are you supposed to do to cut this other one out? Ooh, that's a little bit tricky. That's weird. Am I gonna have to, I don't know how I'm gonna figure that one out. How am I gonna figure that out to make sure that it is where it needs to be? I probably should have cut the shape out first. Ugh, I'm so dumb. Well, I mean, I didn't expect that. I should have cut the shape out first and then stamp onto the shape so that way it's this way, but I'm gonna figure it out somehow, some way. We will see. But sorry guys, I didn't know. Didn't watch a tutorial, we're just here. Let's see. So I'm gonna do this. So that's one thing you're gonna have to think about when you're doing this here. Dye. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna cut this out, and then what I'm gonna do is have to kind of. Can I see through the paper? I can kind of see through the paper a little bit. I don't know. Darn it. Oh well, I'm gonna stick to it because I'm gonna use this one because I'm not gonna color it again. I will also pair up all these little guys and cut out my little shells and the little seaweed, and I'll be right back and I'll see how to figure this one out. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I really don't know what to do. Again, just cut out your shape on your white paper and then stamp it, and then that way you're gonna have the right shape. I'm trying to see if maybe this might help me. I don't see how it would, but if I can at least kind of eyeball from behind here. Ooh, yes, my outlight is helping me. Yes, yes, yes. This is working. Okay, I don't even think I need that. I can see through my outlight really well. I know my outlight's over here. I can see the image well enough that I can hopefully cut this without being way off. Oh, wow, great. That is so great. Okay. Yeah, don't bother with this, what I'm doing, though. You need to definitely cut that paper out first. I just want to make sure I'm in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Ooh, we'll see what happens. Thank goodness for an outlight. Oh my gosh, I should have thought about that at first. I don't know why I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. But one is opposite the other one. Vianney, which I totally forgot. All right. And, you know, I had them too close together, so I'm just going to trim. Actually, I don't even think I have to trim that, because if I stick together, you're going to see the white from here. It's not the biggest deal. But I'm just going to leave it. All right, there it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to just pick the colors from my background for my paper for the card, you know, and I'll probably use the 4x6 just because. And, oh, I need to cut out my other shell. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I suppose we need to cut the aperture completely from the front. Now, if you have a large machine, it's not a problem. You just open up your card and, you know, place your piece. Again, if you want it on the inside of the card, you're gonna have to do some math and figure that one out. But I want to see if it'll go through the marquee, and this is always a dangerous proposition because I don't know, you know, exactly how I want to do this. But we want this here, basically. Very thin margins on the side here, because you do need to cut out the whole front, or however, otherwise it's not really going to work. There's no reason to even do this, right? So I'm going to put it just about here. And what I should have done, we'll figure that one out in just a minute. if you have a larger machine and you want at the same time to have a matting paper, you would cut it out together at the same time. Maybe I should just do it. Ooh, that's kind of scary, but I'll be right back. This is gonna be okay. So this is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, only because I do want it to mat inside just a little bit. But if you want it 4 by 6, you know, do your 4 by 6. Now, I am eyeballing this. I would glue that down completely, but I'm not going to right now. For some reason, I just feel like I need to let it move if it's gonna move a little bit. So I'm still gonna tape that down on either side like this. Just a little tape. And then we're gonna put our thing. Just so that the paper's cut at the same time. If you don't want to do this, you can always make an applicator, you know, cut the card, and then you're gonna use the card to kind of see where your die should be, and then just kind of mark it, and then you put your die. It's not the biggest deal. But I'm just gonna stick this down, and hopefully this will work. I've done this before in the marquee and it was fine, but you know, this one's a little more. I have that other piece of paper there. Basically, we're gonna sandwich this and leave this piece of paper behind because we don't want to cut through that. Now, I have tried, you know, just personally in my own time here, trying to cut this with a piece of metal in it from the marquee, because if you have your card and you put a piece of metal in between the layers, you think, okay, it's not gonna cut through the second one. It gets really tight, like ridiculous tight. I'm gonna turn this around, like if it's newer. And it's just, you know, I don't want to break my machine. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that again. Now, I'm going to try to roll this through, see what happens. Again, I have larger machines, but I know a lot of us don't. So I just want to make sure you can still do this. And maybe if you have the MIDI, you can do the same thing. I don't know. But here we go. Here we go. I don't want to end up ripping my card base either, it looks like. Woo! Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Okay, not bad. Not bad. There's a little bit of mark on the inside. We can flatten this out. So what I'm going to do is put something on the inside here to cover that up. But, again, I did that just because, just to try it. It's worth experimenting. Let me take this apart here. Otherwise, if you only have a small machine, you're not really going to be able to get that going. So I'm going to remove this little tape. And I will be right back. It's really stuck down on these edges. Okay, so I cut a piece of paper for the inside that's just under 4 by just under 6, so it mats in here. You're gonna need something in the background anyway. I realized that, you know, you'd still need something else. And then I'm gonna glue this one down on this top part, and I'm gonna use kind of a fast setting glue, so I'll use my Nouveau. Oh, actually, no. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Because we need to glue in our little paper. So, this one looks like they just stuck it down in the back, which is kind of weird because I don't really want something to show up in the back that's not that good looking. I'm still going to sandwich it in the front because you're going to see it because of that thickness of the stuff. So, okay, so good thing. No, let's not do that yet. Sorry guys, I haven't made one of these in a while, and again, no instructions, so I'm just making it up on the fly. Here we go. So let's stick our little lady together. And we need it to be at least, you know, this does feel a little weak though. I would like to back it up with some more paper if I could, but let's see here. It just needs to go from there to here. And you don't have to cut this off yet, and then if it's too long, obviously you can cut some off, so that's not a problem. And then where do we want her? We're going to glue that down. I just want to see for a reference where this might need to be. Either way, we'll put it like in the middle. Okay. Alright, now we're cooking with gas, as they say. So next time, you know, don't put them so close together on the paper, is what I learned for myself. I'm only putting lots of glue on the one side. You don't really need it on both sides because you're going to sandwich it anyway. And I'm going to put it like here. And then bring this girl over and sandwich that. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down till it's dry, basically. And I will be right back. Getting ahead of myself. I'm like, oh, what else can I put on this, like on the inside, since I only have that blue paper? Having said, I really like the color palette. Some of the papers don't really match. Like this isn't the same blue as this, and then the other one's kind of like a more purple blue. So I'm like, but you can pick whatever color, and I think coral, something like that would be really cute too. Okay. I think she's ready. Again, this paper's so light. I think I'm gonna brace it, which might be kind of weird. So I'm gonna put this to the side. And what I think I'm gonna do is add some of these extra pieces that I have here. Just get a little piece and make it a little bit more sturdy where that is gonna be. And maybe that's a dumb thing to do, I don't know, but it just seems so light there. I need a little something extra. And I'm not talking about bracing this under that. I'm just acting, I'm like, I want it to be a little thicker right here instead of such thin paper that's basically gonna show that lump, you know what I'm saying? And you might still see it this way, but it's gonna be less obvious, I think. And then this will also just help it be a little sturdier. So I'm gonna put that there. And this is totally just something I feel like it needs. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Just a little extra something in that area. And this is the same paper I used earlier, obviously, for my coloring. Just nice and sturdy. Something sturdy. Sorry, I put that down here. So when we add our string, and we put her on there, there's just something extra there holding that. And I think it's necessary. Just my opinion. Yeah. All right. And again, I prefer a wet glue whenever it's something that might be a little tricky, and this one I might have to adjust it a little bit, so I'm putting plenty of glue, but a wet glue all around those little nooks and crannies if I can. So that's prepared. And then this here is where we're going to put a little more glue just to hold our little lady in the meantime. Oh, let me get in frame. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was doing a video for Spellbinders and my camera decided to do that weird thing where it goes in and out, zooming in and out on its own. And I had to redo everything. Because even though I could upload that, it's not my preference to upload something that's like that wonky. And it's not fun for the viewer. It's happened before and I didn't notice until I was editing and I was like, what is this thing doing? So I don't know. My camera's supposed to be a really great camera, but who knows? All right. So that's a very small amount of my thread up at top, so hopefully that won't slip out. But that's why we're using a wet glue too. I like wet glues for sturdier projects. Okay. All right. Now, if you're afraid of doing what I did with the marquee, like I said, just do the card by itself and then come back through with the cover. But as you can see, it looks fine. You know, I just want to try it out for you guys because I'm sure you're curious, and that's how I would have done it. But you can do this 2 pieces separate. That way it's not so tight. And then all I did was reestablish my really good score line with a scoring tool. I just went back and really burnished that in. So, all right, guys, I'm going to hold this down and make sure everything's good and not sticking together and all that. And I'll be right back and we'll add our little embellishments that we made. And we should be done. I'm kind of planning where I want these little things because I have the Go Make Some Waves, the sentiment, and it's like, should it be flat? Should it be a little bit puffy? Should I just cut a strip? I don't know. Huh. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of 3D glue gel. Hopefully it's not all dried out. I haven't used this one in a while. I need to get it in my syringe. And I just cut out a few little things. Obviously, if you want to do more, it looks better and better, right? I think this one I'm going to stick down just like nothing. Sorry for the hiccups, guys, but that's how it goes. I mean, I'm just using this stuff just like you would if you got it at home. And I know sometimes people watch the videos and say, why didn't you do it perfectly? Or why don't you watch another video before you do your video? It's like, well, what's the point of that? Like, that's not... I like to just try things out, so... there we go. And... there we go. I don't know, something like that. I just want a little dimension. Maybe I don't, actually. I don't know. I thought I wanted dimension, but now that I look at it, I'm like, eh. I probably should have just kept that flat. Oh well. I can still flatten it a little bit. So when I put the little, this in, it's not super tight, but tight enough, right? You need it to be a little bit taut. And basically you're going to spin. I didn't want to mess with this until it was really dry. The other thing about using twine is that twine has its own way of being left, or, you know what I'm saying, twirling. So if you twirl it the wrong way, it's going to start looking really bad. I rather next time use just a piece of string, just regular string. So anyway, you twirl it, twirl it, twirl it. So when your friend or whoever gets it and they open it up, oh, she's just twirling around. Okay, so that's the point of that. All right, guys. I'm not sure what I want to do again with the sentiment. Maybe I'll just stamp a little, go make some waves. We have sending sunny smiles. All these little guys, you can just kind of stamp some in the background or however. Again, this isn't really a type of card where you're going to leave a sentiment because you have all this stuff. So, you know, you can work that out a different way. Maybe make it a trifold, like your own card base, so that you can still write on it. Or like when they open it up, it opens this way, and then this one opens this way, and then you still have a place to write. Does that make sense? I watch this guy here on YouTube sometimes, Trey Kennedy. He makes me laugh, and he always acts, when he acts like a lady or a girl, and he's like, does that make sense? He always says, does that make sense? And I'm like, I think I say that a lot too. But anyway, I would fold, you know what I'm saying, make it a trifold. So the one that comes this way would be this blue panel, and it opens up, and then you have a place to write. And I think that would be a good way to use it. But all right, guys. Yeah, so let me see about sentiment, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later today, possibly, or if not, at the next one. Bye now.